Life inside Rikers Island, New York, where survival comes first. The doors don't slam all at once. They echo one after another, like a slow chain reaction, metal on metal, a sound that doesn't stop at your ears. It settles somewhere behind the eyes. Rikers Island sits between boroughs, but it might as well be offshore from reality. A stretch of land surrounded by gray water and colder systems. Buses cross a narrow bridge, carrying men who haven't been convicted yet. Men who have been, and men who don't know how long they'll stay. Some are there for weeks, some for years. Time doesn't move the same here. Inside, the air feels processed. Fluorescent lights hum overhead. Never fully dark, never truly bright. The buildings are concrete and cinder block, layered with decades of noise, tension, and memory. Nothing is soft. Not the benches. Not the voices. Not the routines. Correction officers move with practiced detachment. Inmates move with caution. Everyone watches everyone. Here, awareness is currency. A glance held too long means something. A nod means something else. Silence means even more. This place matters because survival is not theoretical. It's daily, it's physical, and it's psychological. Morning begins before the body is ready. The lights never fully go out, but the shift from night to day is marked by movement. Keys, radios, boots on tile. Names are called. Some answer slowly, voices thick with interrupted sleep. Others are already awake, sitting upright on narrow bunks, eyes open in the half-dark. The dorm smells like detergent, sweat, and old air. Metal beds line the walls. Thin mattresses. A few personal items tucked into small plastic bins. A letter. A photo. Maybe a paperback with a cracked spine. Anything more becomes a risk. Something to be taken, searched, or used as leverage. Breakfast is not a meal. It's a checkpoint. Trays slide across counters. Oatmeal that cools fast. A slice of bread. Milk in a carton that sweats in the humidity. Men sit close but not comfortably. Conversations are quiet, coded. Who fought last night? Which officer is on shift? Who got moved? Who didn't come back? Information spreads faster than food. Movement through the facility is controlled in bursts. Doors buzz. Groups are released. Lines form without being told. Hands visible. Eyes forward, but never unfocused. Hallways are long and loud, but no one relaxes. Every step is measured. Corners are scanned before turning. In the housing unit, the social structure is already set. It doesn't need to be announced. It's understood in posture and placement. Some men claim tables. Others hover near walls. A few keep to themselves completely, backs turned, eyes on the floor. These are the ones still adjusting, still believing they can be invisible. Invisibility doesn't work here. A new arrival learns fast. The first lesson isn't about rules on paper. It's about presence. Don't stare. Don't appear weak. Don't act too confident. Balance is survival. Too quiet invites pressure. Too loud invites challenge. A simple question, where you from, isn't small talk. It's assessment. Geography hints at affiliations. Tone suggests temperament. The answer shapes what happens next. Midday brings downtime, which is rarely calm. Cards slap against plastic tables. Arguments start over nothing, because nothing is all there is. A look, a laugh at the wrong moment, a perceived slight. Tension has nowhere to go, so it circles. A man walks to the phone. He's been waiting 2 days for a turn during a quiet block. He dials, listens. No answer. He tries again. Still nothing. His jaw tightens. He hangs up slow, but his hands shake. That call was a thread to the outside, a reminder that life exists beyond fences. When it doesn't connect, the walls move closer. Noise never stops, but silence exists in pockets. A man on his bunk, staring at the underside of metal slats above him. The hum of lights. Distant shouting from another unit. His thoughts get louder in those moments. Court dates get postponed. Charges feel abstract. The future blurs. What's real is the next hour, the next interaction, the next count. In the afternoon, officers conduct a search. Mattresses flipped, bins opened, Papers shuffled. The room becomes disorder. Men stand back, hands behind heads or at their sides, watching strangers handle the only pieces of identity they still control. It's not just about contraband. It's about reminder. Nothing here truly belongs to you. Later, a dispute sparks near the showers. Voices rise. Others drift closer, but keep distance. The energy changes fast. Shoulders square. Eyes harden. A circle forms without instruction. Then officers rush in. Commands barked. Bodies press the walls. The incident ends before it fully begins, but the charge remains in the air, like static after lightning. Even when nothing happens, the body acts as if something might. Evening slows the pace, but not the mind. Dinner trays. More lines. More scanning. Some men joke quietly, dark humor that never reaches the eyes. Others withdraw further, conserving emotional energy like food. When lockdown approaches, the unit tightens. Doors seal. The door becomes a box of breathing, shifting bodies. Phones go silent. Television noise fades. This is when thoughts arrive. Without movement, the mind replays. Arrest, courtroom, faces of family during visits. The moment everything tilted. Some relive it with anger, others with disbelief. Many with a heavy, dull ache that doesn't have a name. Sleep comes in fragments. Someone coughs. Someone cries quietly into a pillow, hoping no one hears. A sudden yell from another tier snaps people awake. The nervous system never fully powers down. Days stack like this. Repetition without rest. Under this constant pressure, the mind adapts. The stress response, meant for short bursts of danger, stays switched on. Heart rate elevated. Muscles tense. Attention sharpened to every sound. Over time, this hypervigilance rewires perception. Neutral movements feel threatening. Minor conflicts feel like emergencies. Control shrinks. Schedules, food, movement, all dictated by external authority. When autonomy disappears, the brain looks for control elsewhere. Territory becomes important. A seat, a bunk, a routine. Small dominions take on oversized meaning. Isolation exists even in crowded dorms. Real conversation is rare. Vulnerability is risk. Emotions get compressed, pushed down, or reshaped into anger because anger is safer than fear. Hierarchy forms not just through physical strength, but through psychological steadiness. The ones who appear calm, who react slowly, who don't reveal panic. They gain space. Others gravitate toward them for protection or alignment. Power here is often quiet. For some, the mind splits life into two realities, inside and outside. The outside becomes distant, almost fictional. Birthdays missed, seasons changing, relationships thinning. The present moment is the only one that feels solid, and it is made of concrete and rules. Over time, hope becomes complicated. Too much hope hurts when dates shift or appeals fail. Too little hope leads to emotional shutdown. Many settle in between, expecting nothing, reacting to everything. Trust erodes. If a promise can be broken by a scheduled change or a locked door, promises lose weight. Suspicion becomes default. Even kindness is questioned. What does he want? What's the angle? The body keeps score. Headaches, stomach pain, trouble sleeping even when exhausted. The nervous system, built for forests and open horizons, struggles in boxes and fluorescent light. And yet, adaptation happens. Humans normalize almost anything. The noise becomes background. The lights become sky. The tension becomes baseline. That adaptation is survival and a cost. Because when a person lives in constant defense, it becomes hard to stand down. Even after release, doors slamming can spike the heart. Crowded rooms can feel like threats. Freedom can feel overwhelming when choice returns all at once. Back in the dorm, another night settles. Someone turns on their side, facing the wall. Someone else whispers a prayer. A third stares at the ceiling, counting breaths, waiting for sleep that might not come. Outside, the city moves. Traffic, restaurants, conversations that don't carry consequences. Inside, time folds in on itself. Yesterday feels like today. Tomorrow feels the same. The lights hum, the air circulates, the doors hold, and in the space between those walls, survival isn't loud or heroic. It's quiet. It's mental. It's the slow reshaping of a person to fit a place never meant to be home, until the mind begins to believe it is.